Hey everyone, Pump Vincent here. Hello, hello. Today, a little introduction on how to go vegan. It's kind of obvious, right? Most of the subscribers or people, like the groups I'm in, the Instagram, the people around me pretty much are all plant-based at least, or vegan, or raw vegan, mostly fruitarian raw vegan. But if you're new and you don't know how to go vegan, if you have problems going vegan, I mean, there's millions of people out there trying to help people going vegan. There's lots of groups. I like the 22 vegan challenge, I think it's called. Anyway, they have tons of coaching, free coaching, recipe books, like one-on-one phone calls, like daily for free. Amazing. I'll put it on the description. So my way that I advise people to go vegan is empathy, is to use empathy, because you can understand that animals suffer and that it's bad for the environment, it's bad for your health. You can understand all that rationally, makes a lot of sense, but it's not sustainable. People go back, in my opinion, from my understanding. Plant-based people, they go back. People who do it for the environment, they go back. They can do it for a long time. I don't know, you've been doing it. Maybe like comment below if you've been a long-term vegan for the environment. But anyway, so, or vegan for spiritual reasons. If you all this is kind of weak, but if you're for the empathy for the animals, damn, that is an explosion, because the way they suffer, their suffering is immense. It's beyond what we can understand in suffering. Like, I don't know if you had a broken bone in your life, you had a migraine, if you lost a family member, if you've been, I don't know, if you've been enslaved. Have you ever been enslaved? Have you ever been ripped your testicles off, you know, with no anesthetics? Have you been taken away from your mother way too young? Have you ever been put in a box for years? You know, like, have you ever been branded with the hot iron? Have you ever been, you know, dehorned? Like, that's like an arm, you know? Have you been, you know, like forced breastfed many times, twice a day, until you have pus and blood coming out of your tits? Have you been, oh my God, I can go on and on, okay? Their suffering is beyond what we can understand, but we can understand suffering. We know how suffering is bad and how we don't like it, okay? So that is empathy. You can feel it in your heart, and rationally you can understand that it's way worse than that, okay? And so if you watch videos, just watch documentaries, and one after the other. Don't just watch one or two. Watch 5 or 10 once a week, even once a day for a week, and then once a week, and then once a month. And that's my last advice, is to never stop for the first 2 years. Never stop. I know you understand, okay? I know you understand. Everybody understands. I talk to my parents, my family. I talk a lot about it. Even a lot of them watch those documentaries, even many of them, like a couple. And they all say, I understand, you know, rationally. But they don't feel it. They didn't feel their sufferings. They didn't go like, oh, that must have been so painful. Oh my God. Like, they were watching, it's like, yep, that's the animal industry. Yep, animals suffer. Yeah. And if they did go like, maybe they did, but not long enough. They need to stick in that. They need to stay in this empathy until when they see chicken or somebody eating animals, they hear the screams. They hear the mothers screaming for their babies. When every time somebody drinks milk or eats cheese, there's a mother screaming for her baby and a baby screaming for its mother. You know, and then whatever animal, there's so much suffering behind it. So focus on that, and you will hear it. You will feel their pain every time you see someone eating animals. So you eating it, it's just going to be a no-go. Never allow that in your life. So anyway, that's my video for today. That's how you go vegan. And there's many other ways, of course, but that's my top one. And yeah, like and subscribe. Bye-bye.